Hello. I've had a couple questions about how to divvy up the containers and how do I do it on a daily basis. Like, what type of stuff do I eat? What should you guys be eating? And basically, how do I divvy these up according to breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, etc. So, I wanted to just give you a little video and explain how I do that. And if you guys want, I can type it up as well. So I wrote down, I'm going to read basically like a little run through a day of like what I would eat and how I count my containers. So first of all, if you haven't gotten your kit yet, when you do get your kit, they have these little labels you can put on each container, which is really actually helpful. So like you see, like for my fruit, I can have 3 containers for my category. So in your little booklet here, the eating plan booklet, you can look on page, what page is this? Page 19, and you could see what category you fall under. I'm actually going to be in the second one, so 1500 to almost 1800 calories. So I marked all of my containers with how many I can have each day. So based upon that is how I divvy it up. So I know every single day I'm going to have my Shakeology. So Shakeology would be a protein. So that'd be one of my red containers. Now I always have it with almond milk, which in the book says you can put milks in a yellow container up to 3 times a week. I do that every day. So I kind of limit the rest of my yellow containers because I know I'm having more carbs, but I'd rather have the almond milk in my Shakeology because it just tastes better, it's creamier, and I actually do a homemade almond milk. So I think it's great for me. So I do that. So already Shakeology in the morning is going to be 1 red container and 1 yellow container, even if I just have it plain like that. Now, the typical day that I put, that I'm explaining to you, is my favorite Shakeology one, which is going to be the chocolate, which it's still just the red container and the yellow container. And I put peanut butter, which is going to be 1 teaspoon, which I have 4 for a day. And then I can also have, I'm doing purple. So I'm going to do a banana for my purple, which is fruit. So I like to put a banana in it. And the peanut butter, what else was it? Banana, peanut butter, and chocolate. So basically I use those for my first meal or my last meal if I'm doing my workout later. But for this one, that would be my breakfast. So then say a couple hours later, my snack, I would do a Greek yogurt, which will be a red container because that's a protein. And then raspberries, which will be a purple again. Now that's huge for raspberries. I don't fill this up for my fruit. And you don't have to have all of the containers. In the beginning, this looks like just a little bit of food. And then when you break it down, it's actually a lot. So I kind of fill this up maybe halfway, if that, for like my mid-morning snack for fruit. A typical lunch that I have is just a very simple salad. So I'll take 2 of the green containers and divvy that up between the veggies that I want. The veggies are, you can go overboard on veggies. I mean, I'm not going to tell you you can't have more spinach if you want like a bigger salad. The veggies are normally there for people that don't like vegetables, that you're not getting enough. So on mine, I can have 4 containers of veggies. Now, if I'm going to have a salad, like one of these containers is really small. But so again, you can fill it up a lot for the vegetables. But for people that don't eat veggies, make sure you're eating at least 4 of these. So for my salad, my typical salad, I do spinach, tomatoes, and carrots. So I'll fill this whole thing up with spinach, dump it out in my container because I normally eat lunch at work. And then I'll do like half carrots and half tomatoes. So each container doesn't have to be the same item or ingredient in it. You can totally switch it up or do it halfway and then have the other half at another meal. That's totally up to you. So spinach, tomatoes, and carrots, I'll normally do 2 of these containers, all 3 of those ingredients combined. And then I'll go ahead and do some type of, I really like a cheese. So I'll go ahead and do a blue container of like maybe a feta cheese or a Parmesan cheese, anything listed that's acceptable, and put that in my salad as well. And then of course I'll have a protein. More than likely, I put chicken on my salad, which will be a red container. And then any of the approved dressings. So I do the balsamic vinaigrette, and that'll be my one and only seeds and vinaigrette dressing for the day. And that's a good amount for the salad that I do. I don't always fill this up completely. So that'll be my lunch. And then I generally don't have another snack, but so you can have between 3 and 5 meals. Obviously, the smaller the meals and more meals you have is better for your metabolism, but it just works out in my day right now that I just have about 4. So for my dinner, a typical dinner could be like quinoa, Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, and steak. So again, I haven't used my carbs, and I have 3 of them besides my almond milk every day. So then if I'm feeling like I want a carb or something, homey, I could definitely go ahead and fill this up with quinoa for the night. I could have 2, but typically that's a lot, so I'll just have 1. And then Brussels sprouts and mushrooms, I could fill this up. I still have 2 left. That's a ton of veggies. That's really great. And then I'll go ahead and do like a steak. And then the 2 tablespoons I'll have or teaspoons, my bad, can be like the olive oil I'm cooking my steak in, or whatever the fat is for that. Let's see. And then I put down another snack if I needed to. Most of the time I don't. I could do like strawberries or a pear at night, and then that'll be another fruit because I definitely didn't have a lot of fruit during the day. So I definitely don't eat all of my containers every day, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if you are going to be not eating all of your containers a day, you want to be switching it up, and you're not just eating like the carbs and protein. Like make sure you're eating vegetables and fruits every day. So you definitely want to do that. So I tallied mine up, and I came pretty good to everything. So I could have 4 veggies a day, and I had 4 for this demo. For the fruits, it says I have 3. That's with my afternoon snack, and I can have 3 a day, but this is a big container for fruit. My proteins, I definitely had the 4. The carbs, I had 2 of them instead of the 3, so that's always flexible. Every now and then I will have a small pour of wine, and that replaces one of my carbs for the day as well. So I do keep that in mind. And then for the healthy fats, I have 1. I normally put a cheese in my salad. That's what I do. And then normally I use the orange for my dressings because I normally just have a salad for lunch. And then the teaspoons will either be like a peanut butter in my shake, almond butter with like an apple for a snack. The oils, that like a little teaspoon of olive oil if I'm cooking. So that's basically how I break it up. I'm saying a lot. But I'm going to type this up, or let me know what your feedback is. Because I kind of just do it based on what I like. And there's definitely a lot of stuff in this book. Like if you just go to the green containers, actually that's really an easy one, vegetables. So like red containers, you could do like 2 large eggs or 8 large egg whites. Sometimes it's not necessarily about filling the container up. It could be an amount of something. So like turkey slices, low sodium fat free would be like 6 slices. So I mean, you're not going to stuff the turkey into that. And things of that sort. So this book is like my little Bible, the eating plan. So let me know what you guys think. If you have questions, I could definitely type up this little chart. I can come up with some more snack ideas if you want, or more breakfast. What meals are you struggling in your minds, because we haven't started yet, that you may not have a good plan for? Because we definitely want to plan for next week. So yeah, let me know. Love you all. Okay,